What does it take to be authentic? For something to feel real? To have the touch of Curry? The step back of Harden? The presence of Giannis? Or to be able to dunk like a king? What does it take to make the most realistic, fast-paced, and lifelike NBA game of all time? Only a state-of-the-art facility, a small army of engineers, lots of NBA and WNBA players, and an endless pursuit of perfection. With a completely revamped court, the 2K Sports Mocap Studio is where NBA 2K21 comes to life.
We have a specialized audio booth which is able to record up to 16 channels, individual actors, and we also have audio capability on our gameplay stage. The workshop is where we build all of our props and sets, and they actually become quite elaborate and have to be extremely precise in their measurements to match the geometry that's in the game. The shoe wall is where we keep all of our pre-markered shoes for our talent, ranging from sizes anywhere from 3 to 18. We have hundreds of suits for every body type. We've had 7-foot basketball players, and we've also had children, so we have a suit for everybody. The gameplay stage is where we shoot most of our sports titles. So we have NBA and we have wrestling that happens on that stage, but we also do a lot of loops there. So we'll do walk cycles, run cycles, gun and knife play. Anything that would go into a game which would need a long run-up space is shot there. The cinematic stage is custom designed for sound and light control so that we can capture faces, audio, and mocap, something that we call TCAP, or total capture, all together.
It's here, on these courts, where the biggest stars in the game and their signature moves are captured.
This space is brand new and was built ground up to be full of amenities for all of our actors, our devs, our talent, and our own staff. A lot of things that we didn't have in our previous location, so we're really excited to show this off. So the old building was actually half the size of this current facility. This is a 50,000 square foot footprint. It also has 2 functioning stages where our old facility only had 1. And both the stages that we've set up here are larger than the single stage that we had at the old facility. We're not quite complete yet. We're still in the middle of a build-out. We have to make some expansions to our wood shop. Some of the stages are still getting refined, and we're always looking to the future to possibly expand even more. But we actually record for all the games that 2K publishes. So we will do sports, we'll do cinematics, some of our more action-driven titles or our more story-driven titles. We capture everything here. So each stage can actually accommodate 12 simultaneous actors, but we will have 20 suited up that will swap in and out for that 12 total head count.
The star power that has gone through the mocap studio rivals a Hollywood movie set. Not only has the mocap team captured the top athletes in the world, but the celebrity cameos in the game make it so unique.
The photogrammetry stage is where we actually sit the actor down and scan their head from 96 different views and then reconstruct that into a 3D model of their face with extreme detail focused on pore level texture mapping. I think I'm really proud of how the facility makes our staff and our guests feel. so that everybody is in their best working shape when they get here. The performance that we get out of not only our own staff, but the devs and the actors when they show up is just phenomenal, and night and day difference from the warehouse feel that we had at the old space. I think I'm most proud of the sheer amount of data that we captured. So we captured actually 70 character hours of footage for this year.
Doing the mocap was definitely one of the more fun experiences I've had in terms of video games. It's something you always see online and you wonder how it all happens, and then you get the opportunity to do it. It's really incredible how much work really goes into the game. When I went to go do mocap, we did my package pretty much, and that was a few years ago, but from ball handling to the way I was running, dunking, getting to the rim, certain moves I was doing on the floor. So you just pretty much going out there and working out, and they're taking that and putting it into the game. I think 2K did a great job of capturing my defense. That's the one thing I always hear from people who do play the game. It's my speed and defense. People say it's a hard matchup of the game. You have to ask them because you play ready for sure. If you don't ask, you won't get it. It's kind of not what you imagine. I didn't know it would be a big court, big space like that. So many cameras, and a lot of behind the scenes things in terms of how many people are working on it. I think 2K did a great job on capturing just who I am, how I am, certain things I do on the floor, and it's kind of weird to see, but they did a great job.
I was like, wow, no wonder the game looks so real. Like, you have a camera in every direction, every which way, like capturing every angle of your body. They ask you to do like different smiles and facial expressions, and I'm like, man, like, this is why the game looks so real. This is why, like, you can see people's like haircuts, like process behind it was very dope, and I was just glad I got to be a part of it. Halfway through the process, I stop and I'm kind of thinking to myself, man, I'm really in a video game. Like, I'm really in 2K, and it just makes the moment that much better. When I play 2K now, who do I play with? I kind of mix it up, but mostly I play with the Pelicans just because, it's just dope, being able to actually play with myself. Like, I'm sitting there playing the game and I'm like, that's me. Like, it's actually me in the game. Like, I didn't have to create that player, like, or nothing. Like, that's like actually a person that was already in the game. Did I ask the team to increase my player rating when I was there? You're absolutely right, I asked them. What do you mean? I told them that I feel like I deserve the 92, strictly out of being the cover athlete. That's just me being me. I'm gonna accept the 86 rating. I think it's fair for the limited amount of games I played. So that just gives you room to improve. But yeah, I tried. I said, I think it should be a 92 personally.
Details is the name of the game when it comes to 2K21. This year, we've used next-gen technology to ensure every athlete's likeness is fine-tuned and that they look true to themselves. Players can't have any jewelry during their facial scanning session. Reach is such an important part of the game, so arms are measured for length to ensure correct wingspan. During the photogrammetry session, players have their hair pulled back so the face can be captured from every angle. 19 different facial expressions are captured to ensure that players have emotion for every moment on the court. The player's hair is added after the fact, since during the session, their hair is pulled back for facial mapping. There are 2 mobile photogrammetry studios traveling the country at all times, mapping players year-round, including the off-season. Each facial scanning session takes 15 to 20 minutes per player. Mocap also comes into play in the all-new My Career mode. Start your journey on the court from high school player all the way to NBA vet. Fully customize everything, from your dunks to choosing the perfect stroke, choosing the perfect celebration to rub in your opponent's face. And you never know who might show up to see you play. The work that went into this game, from the players to next gen to the smallest of details, was all done under specific safety measures due to the current global pandemic. Because when it comes to delivering the most realistic NBA game out there, we take no shortcuts.